Happy Carter Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Buds. We are reviewing Old Carter's Barrel Strength Rye. Now, Zach, what do you have to say about this bottle?
So this is the Batch 10 Rye. They recently, it's a recent release from Old Carter. I believe the bottle counts about just over 2,500 bottles. Mm-hmm. This one comes in at 116.6 proof.
Ooh.
So it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had their rye before, so it'll be an interesting one.
Let's look at the color. I don't know why I do that, really.
It's dark. I mean, for a rye.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it through the glass.
The glass.
Yeah. It's hard for me to pick my actual colors, but cheers.
Immediately is like it's straight spearmint.
Yes. And on the back end, you can kind of get, well, actually, no, this is the front end, what I'm about to say. You can get a little bit of peppercorn right alongside the spearmint.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back end, if you focus hard enough, it's like a sort of grape and maybe a little bit of Granny Smith apple.
Yeah. Some type of stone fruit.
Yeah.
It's a fruity smell behind the mint, but it's just behind the
Maybe it's not grapes, it's like grapefruit.
Something. It's fruit. It's some type of fruit.
Yeah. That's a very good nose to it. I love the spearmint added to it.
I really like that. Ooh. That does not taste like a 116 proofer.
No.
At all.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to pinpoint everything. What do you get out of the flavor?
Extremely minty.
Yeah.
Classic MGP rye.
I don't really get much of the mint out of it, but I do think it's like a grape or grapefruit, maybe. You do get a little bit of the spearmint, but
I'm really surprised by it that there's almost no spice on it,
mm-hmm.
on the finish. Like, that is highly unusual for a rye. Like, it has most of the classic, flavor profiles
right.
for a rye, but it does not have the spice, which is weird, especially since it's 116.
Mm-hmm. And we had a 116 if you all remember, it was the Emerald Run rye.
Yeah.
Which was very hot because of the rye, but you don't have that here. It's
that is very strange. It's awesome, but
yeah. Do you think it's very smooth?
Oh, extremely.
Oh, really?
We've got to have several sips because this is so complex.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to pinpoint everything at one time.
You're almost getting like a little hint of maybe caramel or something.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
The first sip, though, I noticed it had almost kind of like a earthy, pungent note on the finish.
Yeah.
But after another sip, it kind of goes away.
The finish was hot at the first sip, but then after the second sip, it was like, oh, this is pretty smooth.
It is. The only complaint I have about this is it does lack a finish.
Yeah.
Which is almost never the case for a barrel strength rye. But at the same time, it's kind of interesting because that's such an unusual thing. It's kind of cool to experience it.
Yeah, I have to agree on the finish. It's a bit lacking.
So let's talk about the value. Before we talk, all of their products are on the very high end of things.
Right.
This one was about $220, about the same as the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret buying this bottle. I really enjoy it.
So what was the price again? About
$200, about $220.
Yeah, I think you could get this bottle, but I do think the bourbon is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But for a rye to be that smooth, with it's lower flavor, but it's nuanced enough for you to get enough of it. Or excuse me, it's nuanced enough to be able to get some complexity out of the flavor, even though there's not overwhelming you with flavor. It's very smooth.
I love it.
I think the nose is the best thing on it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think the nose is slightly the best, but I really enjoy the palate as well.
Yeah, the palate's very good, and that finish took me off guard. Like I said before, the first sip was hot, second sip was perfectly fine.
So, like, as far as the value, like, would you say that's worth it for somebody that's going out to buy it?
I would say it is worth it, but of course my opinion steps in here and says the bourbon is better. But grab this bottle. It's a good value. It's a good value.
Yeah, you probably won't ever see it, but yeah.
No. These are the types of bourbon you see in scavenger hunts. But Zach, if you don't have any final thoughts?
No.
This has been another episode of the Bourbon Buds. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you know when we upload. Comment down below on what the Old Carter Rye has done for you, what your thoughts are on it. And also, comment down below what you think is better, the rye or their bourbon. Be sure to follow our link to our Instagram in the description below.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Carter Christmas, everybody, and thank you all for watching.